Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new on my channel, then welcome. Today's video is something that I have been postponing for the longest time, and I'm not exaggerating, guys. I have been putting this video off for months and months and months. It's kind of gotten to a very ridiculous point now, so that's why I pushed myself finally to do this video, get it out of the way, and then we can get back to product reviews and tutorials and all that kind of stuff. But today's video is going to be my empties video. So we're going to go, oh crap, through all of this. To be honest, this is not just an empties video, this is also kind of like a decluttering video, because some of these things in here, they are just either like products that have expired or that I've had for a very long time that maybe haven't necessarily expired but that I don't really use anymore and that are almost used up, stuff like that. I have a feeling that this video is going to be a million trillion years long, so I'm going to keep this intro short. Without further ado, let's get into this. Because I don't want to be here till tomorrow, I'm going to show you the thing, tell you whether I liked it or disliked it, why I liked it or disliked it, and whether I will be purchasing it again, and that's it. So the first thing that just kind of jumps at me is the MAC Fix Plus. I love MAC Fix Plus. I will always keep repurchasing this because I don't think that I will ever have enough. Nothing quite compares to the MAC Fix Plus. It just transforms the face, makes your makeup look so much nicer, kind of blend and mush into the skin. I will even go as far as to say that I wish I had a lifetime supply of this. So yeah, you can draw your own conclusions. I will always keep repurchasing this. I love it, and that's that. Next up I have another setting spray. Well, MAC Fix Plus isn't really a setting spray, but this is a setting spray. This is the NYX Dewy Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. I actually have another one right now that I'm using, so since I have repurchased it, again, you can guess, I do like this product. I don't think that it is anything like miraculous, but I do like that it gives me that dewy kind of finish. So whenever I'm wearing like a very matte foundation and I want to look a bit more dewy, a bit more lifelike, I will spritz my face with the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray, and it really does give me that glow back to the skin. I am so sad to talk about this one. This is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, and mine is in the shade Dewy. Oh my god, did I actually manage to pronounce it? I hope so. I ran out of this about a few months ago already, I think. And I haven't really gotten around to buying a new one, but I did order the Natural Longwear something foundation by NARS. I think it's the newest one that they came out with. But anyway, I am going to repurchase this because I cannot tell you guys how much I love the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. If you've been watching my videos, then you guys know how I feel about the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage. That is my holy grail foundation. That is my one true love. But when it comes to high-end foundations, nothing in my eyes has beaten the NARS Sheer Glow. I love this. I think it looks stunning. It is never too cakey. It gives you a very good amount of coverage, but it kind of melts into the skin. It doesn't look noticeable. And it gives you like a soft glow, like a soft radiance, which looks so natural. I don't have the words. I love this stuff so much. So I was actually considering like leaving some of the things out of this box and not really mentioning them in the video because they are like Estonian brands, Estonian products. And I did mention it in my previous video that I was thinking of doing like a special video for all the products that we have over here. I was thinking that, you know, maybe I could introduce some of the products to you guys that we have over here that I've really been liking. But then I don't know, I just kind of thought like, you know what, I'm gonna keep them in this video as well, and I'm just going to talk about them very briefly. This is a makeup removing oil, and this is from a brand called Hoya. This is a mixture of 3 kinds of oils. I will leave them on the screen for you guys, like exactly what kind of oils they are. But yeah, I really liked using this because oils in general, they just dissolve makeup so easily, so quickly. So it was a very good one, and also it was really gentle on the face. But to be honest, I'm not too sure that I'm going to repurchase this simply because it was quite expensive, and also I have found another oil that I just find a bit more kind of easy to use. I mean, it's really good, and I did enjoy it, and it was very nice and gentle on the skin, but yeah, I kind of found another one that I like even more so. Yeah, I tried Hello Beauty. If you are a fan of the beauty community, then I am sure that you know who Tati Westbrook is. She's like a huge YouTube and beauty influencer. This is her brand, this is her product. These like vitamins or dietary supplements are specifically for like enhancing your skin and making your skin more healthy and glowing and kind of even toned and all those kinds of things. The kiwi seed booster is specifically only targeting skin, but then the original halo is like for skin, hair and nails. I was having different kinds of issues, so I thought, you know what, I might as well give it a try. So I tried this, and to be honest, I wasn't really all that blown away. I had seen all the like before and after pictures, and I had hoped that maybe this would help my skin as well, but to be honest, the biggest difference that I saw with these supplements was like the skin on my body rather than on my face. Using these, my skin felt really soft, like really well moisturized and really soft. Even though I wasn't using any moisturizer, my skin just felt so velvety, so silky, so smooth. And yeah, that was one thing that I really enjoyed. But sadly enough, for the skin on my face, it didn't really do anything too terrific, so that's why I will not purchase them again. I mean, they weren't bad and they did have an effect, they definitely did, but it just wasn't the kind of effect that I was hoping for, so yeah. Now the next one, again, it just breaks my heart that I've run out of this. This is the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I love this product, but I will never ever memorize the name of this. This is such a good moisturizing primer. If you're someone like me who has really dry skin, you will love this. It's very velvety, it's very like silky, the texture is like almost like a gel-like texture, so it absorbs into the skin in seconds. Even though I do love this product, I'm not sure that it is quite worth its price point, so yeah, that's why I am not going to buy this, at least in the near future. But it is a really good primer. Now this is again some skincare, but this is not actually Estonian. This is from our dear neighbors Latvians, and this is a brand called Vegan Fox. I'm not too sure how well they are known in like the rest of Europe and the rest of the world, but I mean, over here in the Baltics they are quite well known. They are a full vegan brand, as the name suggests as well, and this is their softening facial cream. This one is actually my favorite from the range. They also have a nourishing one and they have a moisturizing one, but the softening one is, it is like the silkiest texture in the range, and I really like this. This has also got a bit of an anti-age property thing going on in there, and I especially enjoyed using this underneath makeup because it moisturizes the skin so nicely. It absorbs into the skin quite quickly, but it doesn't leave the skin feeling like, did I even apply any moisturizer? It's not like that. You can feel it. You can feel that you've moisturized the skin, and it kind of has this tacky feeling, but like it's very minimal. Anyway, makeup goes on this cream so nicely. It moisturized the skin, but it also acted like a primer, so it was a two-in-one for me, and I also really enjoyed the scent of this. And this is actually really affordable, so I am 100% going to repurchase this when I have run out of my other face creams. But yeah, really like this one. Okay, this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal HD Concealer, and this was in the shade Porcelain. I know that people loved this thing so much. Everyone was raving about this concealer at one point at least. To be honest, I haven't really seen anyone talk about it anymore, but I was never a fan. I wanted to love this, I tried to love this, but I just really didn't. It didn't look that good on my under eyes. It didn't give me the kind of coverage that I was looking for, and also the applicator sucks ass. Even though it's really affordable and people love it, I don't see the hype, and I'm not going to repurchase this ever. This is the Catrice Cream Camouflage in the Wake Up Effect. Now, if you're an OG subscriber, you will definitely remember this one. I started out with this, and then I moved on to the Rosy Sand cream concealer that I have now by Catrice. But yeah, they don't make this anymore. At least I haven't seen it anywhere, but it is like a pinky, salmony pinky under eye corrector. So I use this underneath my eyes to get rid of the bluish hues and give me that kind of awake and bright look. And I really liked it for that. But yeah, they don't make this anymore, so can't really repurchase it. But I am very happy with the other one, so I'm not complaining. Okay, I also see an empty packet of House of Lashes Boudoir lashes. It seems that I have gotten rid of the lashes, but I kept the packaging. If I remember correctly though, I think especially with the style Boudoir, I had some issues with the lash band. It was really thick, and I think it was very stiff as well, so it kind of didn't want to bend to my eye shape. But other than that, House of Lashes lashes are stunning. They also last for quite a long time. They are very resilient. I do like them, but they are quite pricey, so I don't know if I'm going to repurchase them anytime soon. Oh, okay, I just found 2 other boxes of House of Lashes eyelashes. The other style is Iconic, which I remember were one of my favorite ones. It's also empty. And then I have the Starlit lashes, which, as you can see, the lashes are in there, but they are quite beaten up. They have definitely been through a lot. I remember I reused these lashes, I think, like at least 20 or 30 times. I'm not joking. I love these lashes so much. They are really dramatic and very, very full. If you are into that kind of thing, then the Starlit lashes are stunning. Moving on. Oh no, I was just kidding. There's another one of the Iconic lashes, and here you can actually see the lashes as well. So yeah. Okay, this one is really old. This is the L'Oreal Triple Active Day Cream for dry and sensitive skin. I don't know what to tell you about this. And to be honest, I don't really remember it all that well because it was ages ago now. I think it was okay. I think I didn't mind it. I don't remember anything negative about this, but I don't necessarily remember anything like good about this either. I don't think I'll be repurchasing this. Okay, now see, this is one of those that I haven't really like used up, but I am decluttering this one because, well, first of all, I have hit pan, as you can see, so I have used this quite a bit, but this is years and years old. I remember I bought this from England. I was studying in university and I think I was in my first year when I got this. Oh my goodness, this is like 6 years old. Okay, I haven't told you what it is. This is the Body Shop's bronzing powder in the shade Light Matte, or 01. I remember it was a nice bronzer, but again, it didn't blow me away. It wasn't like a huge favorite. The undertone of this is nice so that you can also contour with this and bronze the skin at the same time, if you have light skin, I mean. I have other bronzers that I love much more now, so not going to repurchase this one. Okay, I also have the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and mine was in the shade Y235. This one is kind of funny. I do like it now, and I did like it very much when I was kind of running out of this, but when I first got this, I did not like it at all. I remember I used to mix it in with the Cover FX custom cover drops because I felt like this didn't give me any kind of coverage. Actually, it gave me quite a lot of coverage. It is a very good foundation. It just doesn't look like it's a lot of coverage. And I guess like back in the day, because I got this again years and years ago, back in the day, I used to like foundation that like gave you like a mask-like effect almost. But yeah, it is actually very nice, and it looks very nice on photos. It kind of just looks like skin. So yeah, it's definitely a good foundation. I'm not sure if I'm going to repurchase this though. I have the stick one, and I do like the stick one a lot. I'm actually wearing the stick one right now. I've mixed it in with the Vanish stick by Hourglass, but yeah, I might repurchase this. I also have the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and this was in the shade medium/dark. You have seen this in so many of my tutorials if you've been watching my videos for a while. I don't have a new one at the moment because I remember I bought like a Catrice one that was a tinted brow gel, but I can tell you this much, I have bought this several times, I have run out of this several times, and it is very nice. I do really like this. Now, something that I will definitely will never be repurchasing is the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. And it's not even that I'm not repurchasing this because I can't really get Tarte in Estonia, but it's because the product sucks, in my opinion. Maybe I'm again being too harsh on the product. Maybe it is my under eyes. I know that they are kind of tough to work with, but this thing is so creamy, so incredibly creamy, and it's also kind of tacky, and I don't really like those concealers. I like my concealers to kind of dry down on their own. But yeah, I did not like this at all. The texture of this is something that is like, it's like a nightmare to me. This is a very small bottle of the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner. I bought this from the States. It came with the little tin thing that you can use to clean the brushes. I do have another one actually. I have one in a spray bottle. I will keep repurchasing this probably forever because this cleans the brushes, it dries down super quickly so you can keep using the brushes, and it also smells like vanilla, so it's amazing. It's really good. This is the Ordinary 100% organic cold pressed rosehip seed oil. This has gone off like really Oh my god. Let's be honest, rosehip seed oil, even when it's fresh, doesn't really smell all that great. I'm not a fan of the scent, but when it's gone off, getting past the whole scent thing, I was not really impressed with this. So that's why you can see that I have barely used, well, you probably can't see, but I have barely used this. There's like this much of the bottle left. I tried like loving this, and I tried to see what the hype was about, but I didn't really see it, so I was really disappointed, and I didn't keep using it because it didn't do anything for my skin. Probably could already guess, but I'm not going to be repurchasing this one. Okay, I want to get these ones out of the way because they are really super gross. I have 2 beauty blenders and 1 eco tool sponge. You guys know I'm a fan of the beauty blender. I don't think that anything quite compares. So yeah, once I'm done with my Kit Co sponge that I'm using at the moment, I will most definitely be buying another beauty blender because they are the best sponges on the market in my opinion. I have ranted about this one in the past, and I'm not going to get into that again. I do not like the Eco Tool sponge, and I will never ever ever repurchase this. There are quite a few mascaras in here. This is a Fiber Wig Paint On False Lashes by Beautynizer, or is Fiber Wig the brand? I have no idea. If I remember correctly, this one came from like a Cult Beauty bag or something. I did not like this. I don't think that it did anything for my lashes. It made them quite clumpy, and I didn't really see too much like volume or thickness or anything like that. I mean, I'm getting rid of this. It's really old by now anyway. The next one is by MAC. This is the False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara. You guys, again, you should recognize this if you've been watching my videos for years. I used to love this mascara for the lower lash line. I used to use it all the time, specifically only for the lower lash line. But again, it's quite pricey, and like mascaras to me are just something that I don't really feel like they are worth investing in. They pretty much do the same thing for me. I mean, some are better than others, but for me, the effect is never really all that drastic. I don't see like a huge difference between different mascaras. Then we have the Catrice Glam and Doll False Lashes Mascara. If I remember correctly, the biggest issue for me with this one was that it was crumbling on my face. Not going to repurchase this, not really a fan. Next up, we have the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and this one I got from the States, and I really like this one. I actually have the same mascara but the waterproof one right now, and I'm also wearing it with some falsies, but I especially like the waterproof one because it holds the curl of my lashes, which never happens. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Lash Multiplying Mascara. I did actually like this, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the wand is a bit big. I do remember that was something that was kind of annoying, but all in all, I did enjoy the mascara. And last but not the least, we have the Essence Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara with lengthening fibers. It's a nice mascara, and it's Essence, so it's like ridiculously affordable. It's really good, and I already have one, so I've repurchased this. Oh my goodness, okay, this is the Essence Glow To Go Illuminating Setting Spray. This is one of the most horrible setting sprays that I have ever seen and used in my life. This squirts at you, so you are left with like these tiny spots of glitter, like pink glitter that you can see so easily on the skin. I don't know what else is there to say. I have gone through 2 more face creams. This is by Garnier. This is the Moisture Soft Plus for normal skin, and then this is Keuterhof. This is the Hyaluron Plus Phyto Complex Tagescreme. Anyway, this is made in Germany, as you could probably guess from the brand name and all that. I did actually really like this, and I remember it was quite pricey for a drugstore face cream. I don't know, I think they're trying to be more like high-end or something like that. I do remember that it was an okay cream. Same goes for this one. But again, I would not repurchase them simply because I have moved on to better face creams now that I like more and that seem to do more for my skin. We also have the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Eye. Now, I have talked about this one several times. This was one of those creams that I had heard so much good about, and I was really excited to try it, but sadly it didn't do anything for my eyes, well, my under eyes. So yeah, I used it up because I didn't want to let it go to waste. I had higher hopes for this and it didn't really do anything, so that's why I am not going to repurchase this again. But From the same range, this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate, and I did really like this one. This was supposed to like kind of renew the skin cells and give it like a newly refreshed look when you wake up in the morning. I don't remember whether I did that, I have to be honest, because I used this such a long time ago already. But I do remember that I like this. But honestly, again, I'm not too sure that I'm going to repurchase this, because if it had done anything like really, really miraculous, life-changing for me, I would remember and I would have already gotten a new one by now. So okay, we have another setting spray. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray, and you guys know I love this setting spray. I've used this in so many of my videos. I have another one in my drawer right now, and when I run out of this one, I'm going to repurchase it again because it's a very good setting spray. I don't know what else to tell you. I also have the It Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Light. Sadly, I had to throw this away because it's expired, I'm pretty sure. Like when I smell it from the tube, it doesn't smell bad, but when I'm applying it on the skin, it smells, and I'm sorry, I know this is gross, but it smells like sick. It literally feels like someone just threw up next to you. That kind of gave me a clue that it might be kind of old. The shade Light is really, really dark, but for summertime this was amazing. This was great. It gives you great coverage, but it's a CC cream. It also has SPF 50 in here, so it's just a really good thing to use in the summertime or when it's like hot and sunny, because it protects the skin and it gives you great coverage without having that heavy makeup-y feel. So yeah, it's good stuff, but I don't think that I can get It Cosmetics very easily, so I'm not sure that I'm going to repurchase this. I don't want to touch this too much. This is the Tarteist lip paint. It's in the shade Birthday Suit. I think I also got this like while I was in the States, and I bought some stuff from Sephora, and I think I got this as like a small gift or something. I actually really like this one. It also has like a moussey texture, but it's not one of those drying moussey textures. It actually feels super comfortable on the lips and it looks really nice. And I remember I like this a lot, but the reason why I'm holding it like this is because there is some kind of oil in there, and it started like seeping out of the packaging somehow, and now the lip product is almost impossible to get out because it's just like this very, very thick mousse. I did really enjoy the formula while it was good and while it still had the oil in there. And the shade, I mean, oh my goodness, the shade Birthday Suit is like the perfect warm nude. I'm just sad that that's how this thing ended for me. Talking about a lip product that is very near and dear to my heart and that I will never let go. This is the Vaseline Petroleum Jelly in the type Aloe Vera. When my lips are super dry and chapped and just like messed up from winter, Vaseline, this thing, it just helps me out so much, and it really works wonders. I remember I very much enjoyed the Catrice lip treatment with shea butter. This smelled so good. Oh my goodness. It looks kind of high-end almost, you know, with the rose gold cap and the little frosted glass part. I think it looks really nice. I might actually repurchase this at one point, who knows. And then I also have a protective mint lip balm by another Estonian brand that we have over here. This is by the brand Norme. It's very nice. It has a minty scent to it. You can absolutely feel it and smell it, and it also kind of like, when you put it on, it gives that kind of cold sensation for a second, but it's like very minimal, and it just kind of makes the lips really fresh. It doesn't tingle or hurt or anything like that, but it just kind of gives you that fresh feeling for a second. I actually really like this brand. I have a whole lot of other stuff from them as well. They're really good, and they are also quite affordable. This is the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. I don't think it did anything too spectacular. These are also by an Estonian brand. It's called Ilk. This is the night cream. This is called Spoon Me, the biofacial cream. And then this one is Regenerate Me. This one is like for normal or combination skin. It's just like a very general everyday cream. This one is much more like rich in texture. It's much more nourishing, so that's why it's meant for nighttime. or if it's someone with like more mature skin, or if you're just someone who has extremely dry skin, then you can also use this during the day. I actually did like them both. I enjoyed the night cream more so than the day cream, because for me the day cream is a bit too, it doesn't do enough, it doesn't give me enough moisture because my skin is really dry. But yeah, they are both very nice. I wish that you guys could try them out as well, like the Estonian stuff that I'm talking about. I wish you could, because they are actually very good products. This is the Catrice Camouflage Cream Concealer in the shade Ivory, and I have pretty much completely used this one up. It was nice for covering up like spots and stuff like that on the face. I didn't really like it underneath the eyes because I think it was just a bit too heavy, but on the face, covering up blemishes and stuff like that, it was good. To be honest, I don't think I will repurchase this, at least not for the time being. I mostly get everything covered up that I want to cover up with foundation, so yeah, I don't really have a need for this one anymore. But I have a lot of the liquid camouflage concealers. Two of them are in the shade 20 Light Beige, one of them is in the shade 15 Honey, and one of them is in the shade 05 Light Neutral. I think the two of my favorite ones are the shades 20 and 15 Light Beige and Honey, just because they are like nice and kind of yellow toned and a bit more dark. Like for example, the shade 05 is really light, so if you are into like really bright under eyes, you might really like this. I've used these concealers for years. I actually have backups of them. I'm using one at the moment as well. If you are new to these concealers, or if you're thinking of buying them, please be warned, they have a very strong scent to them, and it might take you some time to get used to them. Or if you're someone who like cannot tolerate scents at all, or if you have super sensitive skin, you might not be able to use them. But coverage wise, they are very nice, and also they blend into the skin and the rest of the products very nicely. I really like these concealers. You just have to kind of be mindful of the scent. This is extremely old. I think I bought this more than 7 years ago. And I do remember that when I first got this, I really liked it. I think it gave me really good coverage. It's very watery, it's very runny, so you don't actually need all that much at all, although it might seem like you do. But I did like it. I just don't think I'm going to repurchase this, because I have other concealers that I like more and that are much more convenient to use, so yeah. I also have the collection. Okay, this is rubbed off completely, and I do not remember the name of this. I discovered this and I used it so much when I was living in the UK, when I was still living in England. This is in the shade Fair 1. This is like the lightest concealer that I have seen. If you are someone with a very fair skin, I think you will really like this. It was nice and creamy, I remember this much. I also remember that it gave me good coverage and that it was easily blendable. I know I have a backup of this as well, but I don't really reach for it because I'm not really into the super bright under eye thing anymore. But it was a very nice concealer, and as I said, if you are someone with very fair skin, and if you live in the UK or you can get your hands on the collection concealer, then it's definitely a good concealer, and it's also very affordable, so there's that. I have the Wet n Wild concealer, Photo Focus concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I have talked about this concealer so much that I'm not going to babble on about this, but you guys know that I like this. I think this is one of the best, if not the best, concealers in the drugstore. I already have several backups of this, and I am wearing it on my face at the moment as well, so really good stuff. I also have a few lash glues. They are both by Kiss. This one is the Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe, and then this is also the Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe clear one, but this is a brush tip applicator. I got this while I was in the States, but when I got back home I couldn't find this specific one anywhere, so I had to get this one. I think it's the same one, although this might contain latex. So if you're looking for a good drugstore lash adhesive that would keep the lashes in place but that wouldn't have formaldehyde in there, then this one is really good. I have a few eyeliners in here, and I've talked about this several times, but because of my sensitive eyes, I cannot wear liquid eyeliner anymore because most of them, at least all the ones that I've tried, have got formaldehyde in there or something that is irritating the crap out of my eyes. I have the Catrice liquid liner. This is the waterproof one in the shade Don't Leave Me, and I did like it for a time, but then again my eyes got like a reaction. The same happened with the NYX matte liquid liner. It is so opaque, it is really easy to apply. I remember it dried down very nice, like really super matte. I really like this, but again, my eyes got irritated, so I couldn't use this anymore. Oh, I also have the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This is the mini version. I do remember it was really good, and it kept the hairs in place, and it did what it was meant to do, but I just I haven't gotten around to buying it because I don't want to, I don't know, I don't feel like splurging that kind of money on a clear brow gel. Let's stick with the Anastasia. I also have the waterproof cream color in the shade Jet, and I have the Dip Brow pomade in medium brown. This one I have used up completely, the Dip Brow, and I did like it, but it gives me quite intense brows, so I kind of steered clear from that, and I don't think I'm going to repurchase because I've kind of moved on to like eyebrow pencils and stuff. But the waterproof cream color, this one just kind of got really dry very quickly, and I was using it in my waterline for a time, but then I just think it expired and also kind of started irritating my eyes, so I decided it was time to throw it out, and I don't think I'm going to repurchase because it did dry out really quickly, so yeah, I don't really see the point. Then I also have the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Green, and again, if you have been here since the beginning, you do remember this guy, I'm sure. Again, I'm getting rid of this because it's so old and probably expired, but it did serve me quite well when I had my more blemishy kind of period. Now I don't really need it anymore, so I am not going to repurchase this anymore. I also have the Bourjois Healthy Balance Unifying Powder in the shade Vanilla. I think this is one of the silkiest compact powders, or pressed powders, however you call it, that I have ever touched. And I remember I used to use it mostly to like set down my eye primer on the eyes, or sometimes I would dab it underneath the eyes very lightly after I had set them already if I wanted to give it like more color or something, more coverage. But yeah, I'm not really a powder person, so I don't know if I'm going to repurchase. Oh my goodness, again, this breaks my heart. This is the Gerard Cosmetics Hydra Matte in the shade Aphrodite. The shade Aphrodite was one of my favorites, and then the other one, Serenity, I think that's what it was called, Serenity. I think this is one of the best, no, actually I'm going to say it, I think this is the best liquid lipstick formula that I've ever tried. It just glides on, it doesn't make your lips like look dry or textured or cakey or anything like that. They are just, it's the best formula. It is the most comfortable formula. It wears off the lips so beautifully. They smell incredible. The only downside to these is that they are quite expensive and you get like a tiny bit of product, which is so sad. I can't remember how much is in here, but I remember I think it was like 1.7 milliliters or something, like a ridiculously small amount. You run out of them quite quickly, especially if you use them every day like I did. I will repurchase them, but I have so many lip products so that it's kind of difficult for me to justify it, but it is my favorite formula, so yeah, I might just push myself and buy them. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and mine was in the shade Ivory. It wasn't actually the best shade for me. This is really yellow. It's more yellow than my skin's undertone actually is, but the formula on this is incredible. Every single time I wore this, my makeup would look really nice. I would always have like a good skin day when I was wearing this. It just kind of blends into the skin, evens everything out, gives you really good coverage, and it's just very comfortable on the face. And I need to get another one. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and mine is in the shade 1W1 Bone. I actually loved it at first. This was my holy grail. Then I kind of found other foundations and I didn't really like it all that much, and I thought it was like kind of heavy and too much on the face. And then when I was running out of this, I started liking it again. I don't know, it's just sometimes it's funny like that, you know, you have to kind of like switch up foundations and just try different things, and then you can start appreciating something again. But it is definitely a foundation that you can feel on the skin. This is much more like heavy than the Born This Way, for example. If you're looking for a full coverage foundation that would cover up everything, this is definitely a very good foundation for that, but you just have to take into consideration that it is like one of those foundations that you can feel on the face. I have these My Little Babies, the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage in the shade 30 Sand Beige, and then this one is in the shade 10 Light Beige. Those are two of my shades. I normally mix them together, and then in the summertime I wear the shade 30 pretty much on its own. I'm just going to say I love these foundations. They are my holy grail. still to this day. They are drugstore, they are really affordable, they give the best coverage, they look the nicest. I already have replacements for these, and when I run out of those, I will buy them again and I will keep repurchasing them till the end of time. I've used quite a few of them. These are the Catrice Slimmatic Ultra Precise Brow Pencils, and I have two different shades actually. One is the shade dark and the other one is the shade cool brown. In my eyes, they are amazing. They are only a few euros. They are really pigmented, they are very creamy, they glide on the brow, and the spoolie that comes with it is so nice. It disperses the product, it kind of just like combs it through the brows so nicely and evenly. If you're like me and you don't want to splurge on the Anastasia ones, then look into them. They are really, really, really good. Da, 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 da. Yeah, we went through all the products. I hope that it was interesting to watch. I don't really know if people do like empties videos anymore and if people watch empties videos anymore, but I know that I really enjoy decluttering videos, so I'm actually thinking of maybe doing like a decluttering video of just my makeup collection and seeing what else is there that I'm not really using or that maybe is also really old already. Stuff like that I probably could use a declutter, so let me know if you would be interested in seeing that. I'm not going to drag this video on any longer because you've probably been here for 40 minutes, but I just wanted to ask you guys if you would help me out with something. I want to do a tutorial for my next video because I know that you guys love them so much and there are so many palettes that I need to play with anyway, but I just don't know which kind of look to do and which palette to do it with. Let me know which one of these you would like to see first. The Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette, the original Jaclyn Hill palette, or the Morphe 35V. Which palette would you like to see first? And which look would it be? Like, should it be a neutral or cut crease or glam or colorful? What do you want to see? Please let me know. That would help me out immensely. Thanks so much, and if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And yeah, other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! This is the... So yeah, and now this next product, again, it just breaks my heart to... This is actually my favorite from the range. They also have a nourishing one and a... this is a very small tube. Or should I say tub? Should I say bottle? I don't want to cap... I need your help with something. Ow.